So my name is Giani Bruno. I'm a senior business student at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and today I'm going to be interviewing you about some international business concepts here at your company. So why don't we start by getting a little bit of background on the company, and maybe each of you can tell me about your roles here at the company.
My name is Nora Alva, and I work for Arte and Cantera. It's Arte and Cantera here in McAllen, Texas. I do the administration for this company for the factory which is in Mexico, in Rio Bravo, just across the border, and it's Rio Bravo, Mexico.
Hi, my name is Michael Villarreal, and I represent Arte and Cantera. I am a sales manager, and we do designing as well here at Arte and Cantera. So, Arte and Cantera is a manufacturer and design company that manufactures architectural cut stone elements, whether it's anything from Cantera, limestone, marble, and travertine. We can manufacture fireplaces, fountains, door surrounds, pretty much anything the client asks for. So here at the offices, that is our goal, is to design something for our clients and make sure that their house turns out as beautiful as they expect it to be.
So what is the company's reason for doing business in Mexico?
So I guess one of the reasons why we're dealing with Mexico is that back in 1991, when Ricardo Azubel, which is the owner, decided to work with stone, was that he was buying directly from other factories in Mexico. And with the years, I guess with more dealing with Mexico, he realized that he was having a little bit of a hard time dealing with people in Mexico, that he decided to open up his own factory closer to the border, just to get a little bit more of that customer service. So from there, he opened up his own factory, and that's what has given us more leverage, I would say, in giving the customers what they want, whether it's being faster service, it's anything that we ask from the factory. They're doing it for us. They're not doing it for anybody else, because the factory is owned by Arte and Cantera.
So what's the greatest advantage of working in Mexico?
Well, the advantages of having business in Mexico, the main one of it is the cost of the manufacturer is cheaper. The other one might be that the majority of our natural stone, the product that we use to generate all these elements, comes from southern Mexico. And the third one, I would say, because the majority of our customers are from here, from the USA.
So how does the peso's fluctuating value affect the company?
So the peso rate hasn't really affected us here at Arte and Cantera. I guess one of the reasons why is just because we're dealing with US currency here. Unfortunately, it hasn't benefited the Mexican economy, just because the peso rate has really decreased a lot. Where before, for example, if something used to cost us $10, now it costs us $5. And that is just because of the difference in peso rate. And I'm saying maybe about 5 or 8 years when the decline was changing on the peso.
So what kind of risks are associated with doing business in Mexico?
Okay, one of the main risks will be just the fact that we have to go across the border to the factory. It's going in several times a week, especially right now that we know there is a lot of crime going on. That is probably our main risk at this point.
So, what other kind of disadvantages are you faced with by doing business in Mexico?
One of another disadvantages that I would say that we really get into with this is custom regulations. Custom regulations, we have to meet the standards when making sure everything is fumigated in order to cross it over here to the United States. We have to fumigate all of the pallets, screenings, and all the material to make sure it meets their standards, the United States standards. Another one would be for the work regulations in Mexico is different than here in the United States. Constantly change, and we have to really follow their new regulations every time they change.
And so, how does the difference in culture affect the company's operations?
So there's really no difference in culture just because we're in the same region. Because just because we're in a different country doesn't mean that they're going to be different. I mean, all of us, we're all the same, we're human beings, and we respect everybody. So being in a different country doesn't really make us any difference in culture. We speak Spanish, they speak Spanish, we speak English. They kind of know English, but they try, but that's really all the difference in culture, really.
So, thank you so much for meeting with me today. I think I learned a lot about the company and about doing international business.
Yes, no problem. You're very much welcome, and I wish you the best.
You're welcome, Mr. Bruno. It was our pleasure.